Hi, sorry. Okay, good evening, everybody. Nice to see you all again. Okay, and to all of our Philippines viewers who are watching tonight, kamusta sa lahat? Okay. Okay. Tonight we will have our guests who will be joining us tonight will be Jeffrey C. and Jake Artus. Okay. Before we begin, let me introduce ourselves again. Welcome to XAU Merlion live stream show, where we discuss about what's going on in the markets and how our analysis on the markets can help you in your trading decisions. And hope you can make some profits from trading. Mm-hmm. Okay, before we begin, XAU Merlion is a forex broker licensed and regulated in Cambodia. We provide trading platform from anyone who wants to trade forex, CFDs, anytime, anywhere. We offer competitive spreads, quick execution, and 24/7 support. If you wish to start trading with us, do drop us a message on our Facebook page, and our representative will attend to you shortly, in the shortest time possible. Okay, let's begin on with the show. Tonight will be our 22 episode, and we'll be discussing what was happened this week with Jeffrey and Jake. Okay, let me take a look at the chat. Okay, nice to see all of you again. I can see Sired Gomez, Grace, Chucky, nice, good evening. Neil, FT, Carlo, Mary, yep, Elijo, Keith, Envia, Chris, Joseph. Okay, nice to see you all on the chat. Okay. Okay, yeah. Hi, Nita. Hi, Davi. Thanks for joining tonight. Okay. Okay, let me invite both Jeffrey and Jake to the show. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, good evening, guys. Nice to see you all again.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening.
Okay. Okay, let me begin the show with. Let's start with Jeffrey first. Maybe he can share his views and his opinions on the market this week. Okay. Jeff, please, all yours.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. So let's not wait any further. Let's get started. This week, we see UK's CPI inflation report and German's PMI meeting expectation once again. Inflation is a real issue here. Jerome Powell says inflation is much too high. The Fed will move to combat the much too high inflation, adding that bigger than usual interest rate hikes could be deployed if needed. This has actually drove mining and energy related investment upwards to its highest level since Jan this year. We see the Fed policymaker last week raised interest rates by 0.25 basis point for the first time in these 3 years, and this signals that there could be 6 more rate hikes in 2022 this year. There's something we can look at long-term wise would be gold and dollar as they are safe havens for inflation. Moving on, we shall look at gold and Aussie dollar today instead of the usual euro dollar that we always look at. Let me just pull up the chart for Aussie dollar first. Hang on, let me start my MT4. Let me restart my MT4. Yes. Good evening, everyone. We're trying to load the Aussie dollar chart now. Trying to share the screen. I think there's some issues with StreamYard. Please bear with us for about a few minutes while we try to resolve this. Maybe Jake, you can share with us your screen for Aussie dollar. Yeah.
You share screen already, sir. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at Aussie dollar now. It's trading around 0.751 to 0.752, but staying close to the 4-month high today around the Asian session. We can see that it is continuing its 3 days winning streak. We can see it's pretty bullish this week and it's hovering around Thursday close, which was yesterday at 0.7513. We can see it has extended its gain this week after suppressing the March 7 high at 0.7441. In order to have more upside, we can see buyers need to violate yesterday high at 0.7528. This will send Aussie dollar towards the next high at October 2021, which is around 0.7557. Breach of this resistance will drive the asset to the next resistance, which is 0.7613. On the flip side, if the buyers lose control and the major slip below 0.745 happen, we will see Aussie dollar going down towards the 200 EMA at 0.73. To sum up, we can see challenges in the sentiment may test Aussie dollar prices, but gold is a bit more hopeful this week. Recent COVID cases from China and Europe, as well as global dislike for China relationship with Russia, may trigger Aussie dollar consolidation instead of going up further. In the short run, we project Aussie dollar to be trading sideways, and it might be a good scalping pair for the next few days. So we shall see, because next week there's also some US dollar news coming out, and of course the non-farm payroll. We shall see. Moving on, Jake, maybe you can go to the gold chart. Hi, Lorraine. Hi. Yes, we just spoke about Aussie dollar. We're moving on to gold. We can see gold has climbed above 1960 as the market participants trim the fear of aggressive interest rate policies by the Fed in 2022. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell and his colleagues are saying that the higher interest rates are going to be the new norm now, meaning to say this year they will be targeting inflation as their major concern. They will do whatever it can to curb inflation, and they don't mind going to hike the rates 6 times this year. So gold as a safe haven for inflation, we can definitely see still remains bullish today for the whole week, taking the beats near 1963 by the press time of Friday Asian hours. We can see gold rises to the fresh high in nearly 2 weeks from the previous day in the middle of escalating fears concerning the Ukraine and Russia war. It is also worth noting that most of the global policymakers, not just the Fed, have recently highlighted the inflation fears. So this is a global phenomenon. It's not just in US or in the UK. It's happening everywhere. This in turn has underpinned the gold safe haven demand. The latest among the other central bankers are from Japan, BOJ, and UK, Bank of England. So in the long term, we are still pretty bullish on the gold itself, as inflation is a very big concern, not just in US but in also other countries, not just in Asia but across the whole globe. Uh, Interest rate is something to look at, and dollar and gold is one of the best trading and making profit pairs to look at as well. Next week, we do have the Canadian and Great Britain pound report, US core price index, and of course, next Friday we have the non-farm payroll. So we shall see what's going to happen next week. Meanwhile, trade safe and of course stay safe amidst the COVID virus. Moving on, I'll pass on the mic to Jake for more technical aspect of gold counter. Jake, maybe you can take over from here.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so sa lahat, ayan, yung gold nga natin. So, na-expect natin dito sa M15, di ba? Nakikita naman natin na meron tayong bullish flag, signs ng bullish flag pattern. So, continuation pattern yan. So, inintay na lang natin na magkaroon ng breakout dito sa ating resistance level, which is E na nga. Diba? So, kung titingnan natin, resistance level natin. So, ating resistance, ayan. Diba? So, hanggat hindi naman nabe-break itong 1950 level natin dito, itong 1950 level, eh, hindi siya tutuloy bumagsak. So, 1950 level lang hinihintay natin na ma-break para kung sakasakaling ma-break niya, itutuloy siya pababa. So, next target niya, pag bumaba yan, ibabalik siya sa 19, itong level na to. Yan. So, 1940, ganyan, 1935 level, ganyan. So, pero kapag naman na-break niya to, naging confirm yung pattern niya na bullish flag. So, ina-expect naman natin na ang gold is pupunta uli yan ng 1983 hanggang 2000 level. Kasi yun yung next resistance level niya rito, yung 2000 level. So, yun yung nakita ko niyan, yung 2000 level. So, ito rin, di ba? 1970 plus, pero 1983, inaabangan ko dito na magkakaroon siya ng itong level na to. Hanggang 1990 yan. To be exact. Huwag mga ganyan. 1990 level pag na-break niyo yung resistance level. So, magkakaroon siya. Kung makikita nyo naman yung H1, diba? Magiging continuation pattern niya. So, waiting na lang sa mga nagtitrade, di ba? Waiting na lang kayo na magkaroon ng breakout dito sa resistance level kung titignan nyo yung M15. Diba? So, breakout ng resistance level, then breakout pa ng 1965, ayan. So, tuloy-tuloy na yun naakyat yung level na dyan. So, yung mga level na yun lang yung binabantayan para maka-trade kayo na maayos. So, mas higher yung profit na pwede nyo makuha dyan. So, yun yung nakikita ko para sa gold, di ba? I think that's it, sir. I already told them.
Okay, thanks, Jake. And thanks, Jeff, for your analysis. So, okay, maybe we can ask the audience if we have any questions. Probably we can answer them now. Okay. Mm. Okay. Mm. Okay. Okay, maybe Jeff, I can ask you these questions. Probably, if inflation has been a main concern this year, and Fed has been, I think, it's going to increase interest rate aggressively this year. So, what's your expectation on how much interest rate will they increase this year? And how it will affect the US dollar?
As the Fed has increased the rates by 0.25% last month, earlier this month, we can see that they have expected and project to raise another 6 times this year. Let's project that it's 0.25%. There will be about 1+% by end of the year. So it's quite aggressively increasing the rates, and the Fed has really made known to us that it's going to happen if inflation cannot be curbed currently. And at the same time, with that appreciating interest rate, dollar is definitely going to strengthen against other currency. We have seen, for example, dollar yen is trading at 121, 122. We can see a lot of strengthening of the dollar. However, to take note that this is not one of the hedging instrument against inflation. To hedge against inflation is to buy gold instead of going long in the dollar, because the dollar appreciation is going to be just short term and more of emotional gain at this point in time. So gold can be a good investment assets to buy and go long as long as it reach below 1,900.
Mm. Okay. Thank you, Jeff, for answering the question. Okay, probably yeah. If any of you have questions, you can ask us so we can answer them. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hi, hello, Elijah O'Keefe. Hi, Romeo, and hi, Rayan. Mm. Nice to see you all again tonight. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm. Okay, I think that if we have no questions, I think we can end the show tonight. Okay. Okay. Ken, I think let's keep it short for today, and we'll end tonight. Okay. Thanks, Jake and Jeff, for joining us tonight. Do and hope to see you all next week. Okay. And thanks everyone who has joined us. Uh, thanks for watching, and do stay safe also, and trade safely. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Jake, and thanks, Jeff,
Thank you, sir.
for
Thank
tonight.
you.
Okay. Okay. Okay, goodbye. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks for joining to our show, and I hope to see you all next week. Do like and share our Facebook. Okay. Mark, Marquis. Okay. EU trading Tagalog version. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye. Goodbye, Jappy. Good night.